Elements Massage, we know that now.
Bravo. It's Milwaukee, nigga. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I wanna live, but you just want me to die. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I'ma give you all what's left of me. I'ma give you all what's left. You can look me in my eyes and see I'm fed up. My brother keep on telling me to keep my head up. Money in my pocket, so you know what nigga bread up. I kept falling, but eventually I stand Sucking on my dick, that's easy. Fucking with me, bitch, ain't easy. Thought that shit was lemon squeezy. You gotta go through obstacles. I'm broken, bitch, you don't need me. I faced steps since I was born, rose through a concrete cement. When I'm mad, girl, you don't see it. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I wanna live, but you just want me to die. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I'ma give you all what's left of me. I'ma give you all what's left. It's hard to smile when everybody unhappy, okay? We go through struggles on a day-to-day basis, okay? They try to judge me for my color, that shit ain't okay. Even though I'm out here slinging scutters, still pray for my brothers. And for the ops when all them die, still pray for their mothers. This shit is fucked up how we live, but that's just how I'm coming. Free all my niggas in the jam that got caught up and set up. They told me let 400 years go, I told them shut up. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I wanna live, but you just want me to die. I tried. So many times you just want me to cry. But I just pray and put my hands in the sky. I'ma give you all what's left of me. I'ma give you all what's left.
Yo.
What up?
What's happening, y'all?
Welcome back. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's that time of the week. 3G's in this bitch, man. We back at it. Me, AP, my boy GMS, and shit. You know what I mean? We ready to get it popping with y'all. What's in the chat? What it do? 3G's? What's the word?
Man, I'm drunk as a bitch.
Yeah. You did tell me about what was going on, so.
Yeah, man. You know, I maintain with liquor in my system, but I'm just giving a little heads up. If I start saying some wild shit, it ain't me, nigga. It's the devil.
Shit, fuck it. This gonna be interesting. This is good shit.
Hey, let me tell y'all what I did today, though, man. It was wifey birthday and shit. But we did a few things, but we also went to go see Candyman.
Oh shit!
Now I don't want to fuck niggas' heads up or discourage, fuck anybody up from going to see it because everybody got their own opinions. But I was disappointed, dog.
No, say it ain't so, G.
I was just a motherfucker.
Say it ain't so, G.
Bro, they did listen for it to be a remake and a classic, man. I was like, man, come the fuck on. Even by like the first 10 minutes, I'm like, they doing too much. Then I kept giving it a chance. Like, okay, all right, here we go. Then I'd be like, fuck. Like, dog, it was disappointing, man.
That hurt my heart to hear that, G. Because Candyman used to be one of my favorite little scary movies, G.
It was the scariest, nigga, to me.
I mean, I heard about that, but I ain't never seen. I will say that I've never seen Candyman.
Bro, when you a kid and they made a fucking horror movie about a ghetto ass killer in the fucking projects.
In the projects, bro. Yeah.
Nigga, and you be in them kind of environments. That shit was terrifying, nigga.
Yeah. No
hey,
bullshit.
shout out to the chat. Shit, it's a bunch of cats in here. You
right,
know,
this nigga said stop saying it. That's the only thing I know about this shit is not to say the shit. That scared me enough.
I don't play that game, even though I know it's a
I'm saying, like,
Candyman. I'm saying that shit 5 times, bro.
Oh fuck y'all.
The movie wasn't what AP said it was supposed to be, man.
Even though they fucked the movie up, I still ain't saying that fucking word 5 times.
Right.
RP 8228, what up, G? JR Miller, what's up? Black Man America. I mean, I don't love Lace. I'm just showing love.
Shout out to the whole chat, man.
DC the Truth in here. My nigga, the TOP cast. Alfie Kingdom in here. What up, y'all?
Shout out
Lady
Alfie,
Aries,
bro.
if I ain't say your name. All right, let's go in though, man, because this conversation about to get crazy later.
Yeah.
Because GMS, me, Pac G, and GMS was all watching this show that Cynthia G, a YouTuber, did, and she was kind of coming at black men's head, saying that black men's was what the fuck did she say?
Expendable, bro.
Expendable.
Pretty
Meaning,
much worthless, my nigga.
Yeah, worthless. Useless to the world, useless to women, useless to everything. We're going to get into that later, but she also had a fucking conversation with some dude. Do you know the dude named GMS?
Fucking, hold on. His name was like, hold on. E. Dean Cole.
She had a conversation with E. Dean Cole.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be a wealthy dude, a black dude. And he thought he was on her side.
Right.
She tore his ass up. And she brought up the fact that just because you wealthy don't mean you know high value man. So we're going to talk about high value men, high value lames, cats that think because they got money that they somehow done escaped from being a sucker. Like if you're a lame, you're a lame, bro. You just got more money. But we're going to talk about that. Oh, you know what we should start with?
What's that?
R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That dude, man. There's all kind of shit coming out about this dude, man.
It was already out. It was
but listen, though. Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
Man, I still love that TP2.com, man. That's my shit, bro.
Fuck TP. I love all of his shit.
All the shit. But listen, though. TP2.com, though, I went through a thing with that album right there. Like, that album, like, it played a big part in my life, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too,
yeah,
nigga.
Man.
Hold on, nigga. I remember going, look, let me tell you, something else y'all need to know about Pac G. This nigga had every CD. Period, nigga.
I'm a music head, bro.
Period, nigga. It didn't matter what the fuck the CD was. This nigga had that shit.
I had that shit, bro.
He had books.
That's how my cousin Chris was.
Books of these motherfucking CDs.
Hell yeah.
But I remember borrowing his R. Kelly, the R. Kelly album. I remember borrowing that shit, and he didn't fuck around. You better give him his shit back.
Hell yeah.
You can steal weed from this nigga, money from this nigga. You was cool. You steal this nigga.
You
CD.
take my music, bro. That's your ass, bro.
This nigga shoot first and ask question later about a CD.
Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
But yeah, man. Even if he go to jail, first of all, the nigga going to jail. What y'all think?
I think he's going to jail.
Dog, they piling on that nigga.
I think regardless of what people think of R. Kelly, that nigga's a weirdo and he's about to go to jail. He's about to lock the fuck up. That's how it is, man. I think that's just how I honestly think that and I may be wrong. People may think I'm wrong, but I think out of all the things that have been agendas against black men and their legacies, I do not think he is one of those people. I think he just got caught up in all his shit. And if they're adding on to some shit, they're adding on to shit. But I think R. Kelly just a weirdo.
Listen, man. Hey, this all I got to say.
He definitely
they sent Bill Cosby to jail. They sent OJ to jail. Listen, man. That man going to jail, bro.
Bro, he said Kel's gonna have to sit down for about a dime. I'm thinking 30.
Think so?
I'm thinking 15.
Yeah, they about to go.
I'm thinking
15
30.
to 20, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Dog, he getting 30.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna get Mitchell, dog.
They finna fuck him up.
Let me tell you why. It's too many counts. It's
and
way too many counts.
Too many witness statements.
Bro.
It's over.
Dude,
it's over for him, man.
He has done it at every level. Not just of marrying a young girl. Not just fucking with young girls. But gorilla pimping. He was what he was doing has been done by other men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not me. On my mama, I ain't do that shit. Trust me, I ain't did that shit. But I'm just saying, that nigga, basically what he was doing was pimping. Or pretending to pimp. When I was hearing what the women was saying he was having them do, how he had them talk to him and things like that. I know some pimp niggas that kind of move the same fucking way.
They get on the elevator, they got to turn their head and shit.
I hate to cut you off, AP, but I heard he had them chained up and all kind of shit. And I know some pimp niggas that move like that too.
It's discipline in the world of pimps and hoes. In the world of pimps and hoes, humiliation is a discipline.
Yeah.
So it ain't like I'm just gonna whoop your ass. It's gonna be like I'm not whooping your ass, but I'm about to humiliate you in front of these other hoes.
Did he say he used to make them get on the elevator? If they got on the elevator, there's another nigga on the elevator. They had to turn their head and turn around and not face him, face the other dude that was there, and they had to look at him. Oh, they had to keep their eyes on Kels.
They gotta look at feet around this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like pimp shit, like pimps. That's yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, bro, like as fucked up as it sound, I ain't gonna lie, it sound horrible, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. It sound fucking horrible. But again, old school pimp shit. Yeah. There was finesse pimps, there was gorilla pimps. There was niggas who was cool and smooth as a bitch until they had a discipline. When they disciplined, it got out of control. And absolute power corrupts. When you get control over a motherfucker or control over anything, motherfuckers start abusing it.
Hey, but hold on though. Let me point this out also. The way a nigga move is also portrayed by the environment he was brought up in and the shit that he saw. So he from Chicago. You know, Chicago got a whole lot of pimps. You know, we right in Milwaukee. Milwaukee a pimping ass city just like Chicago. You feel me? So we done seen some of the same similar shit that R. Kelly seen growing up.
Not even just the pimp element. Even the niggas who wasn't pimping still try to stand on their women hard.
Stand on their women, yeah. They did.
So it was just a cultural thing that he was brought up in. Then you add a bunch of money and success to it. He also was abused. These ain't excuses, y'all. I don't give a fuck if this nigga go to jail. I'm just telling y'all I'm not gonna stop listening to this nigga. and I might send a nigga a little bread.
That's honestly a personal choice, man. I
ain't gonna send a nigga no money because I spent a lot of money on his music. So
I'm gonna send him some bread and a little note like, "Hey man, keep your head up, man. I understand, you know, it's fucked up out here, but you know, we gonna keep your legacy alive, dog. You know, all that kind of shit, man." He a fucking creep, man. But listen, I don't give women passes for. I'm about to fuck y'all up with this. And remember, I told y'all I was drunk, so blame it on
come on, say it. I know you get real ignorant. Fuck it. I've been knowing you. I've been knowing you all my life, bro. And I know you get real ignorant when you get on that liquor, bro. So go ahead and speak your mind.
Thank you, Pac G. Y'all heard what he said. This is pure ignorance. So listen, I have 2 daughters. They are teenage girls, almost on their way to college.
Here come the ignorance.
I have given them the love that a father should give them. I have given them the guidance. I have given them the game. I have told them everything that I believe they need to know to be prepared for the world.
For the world, yeah.
If one of my daughters end up in some fucking celebrity nigga's crib smearing shit on a fucking face and pissing in motherfucking Taco Bell cups, My
the Amazon drivers.
My daughter better not call me and tell me shit. Because that ain't who the fuck I raised.
Hell no.
You chose this stupid ass lifestyle.
This dumbass life, yeah.
Now, and the only reason I'm so hard on those women, because Pac G, when we was 14, 15, 16, 17, we didn't get no fucking pass for our bad decisions.
We sure didn't.
We'll go to jail forever. They'll try to give us charges as adults. But all of a sudden, these girls are just incapable of having a mind of their own.
Yeah.
I try to be fair, bro. I try to be down the middle. And my down the middle says that you will send a 17-year-old boy, 16-year-old boy that made a big mistake to jail forever.
Yeah.
That nigga first time on the street is fucking 49, 40 years old. Nigga ain't never had sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you do to black men. But then with black women, we supposed to act like these women didn't know what the fuck they was doing. The day this nigga said, eat your own shit.
Yeah.
Should have been the last day you was at this nigga house.
Facts. Listen, man. Hey.
If I tell my 12-year-old, hey, eat some shit, they'll be like, nigga, I'm calling the police on you, bitch.
I'm calling the police on you.
You bitch ass father. You bitch ass father. I'm calling the police on you. I'm just saying, bro, no, don't get me wrong. Obviously, wealth, money, and success will make a 40-year-old woman degrade herself.
Yeah.
But is we gonna get a 40-year-old woman to pass?
Right.
It was some older women involved with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Right along with the women that was underage. And they were turning the young girls out, fucking them as well. Are these women gonna get brought up on charges for fucking underage? They need to be held
accountable too.
For fucking underage girls?
They need to be held accountable too, bro.
They said it was Kale's fault. They said it was his fault. They said it was manipulation, but they grown, right?
No, but listen though, hold on though. This is my thing too though, GMS, is that a lot of these parents that was involved, their kids was involved with this shit. They knew about this shit, bro, and they was getting payoffs also. So they should fucking suffer the repercussions behind this shit also, bro. That's what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They had the same women that was in there doing that shit with those young girls in the documentary going against R. Kelly like they weren't involved in the shit. It was weird how they had to talk about it.
We should damn near replay the R. Kelly video or like the documentary. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It is.
These bitches is trying to make it like this nigga's a monster.
Yeah.
But in the midst of them trying to make it sound like he a monster, which I do think he is. Don't get me wrong. He is out of pocket to me.
Yeah.
But what they're saying is, then I took the shit and I made a sandwich and come on, bitch.
What?
Like I mean I'm over exaggerating, but the point is like you can't make this shit.
I'm like,
right? So wait, what? They said that?
Look, now you're drinking.
The whole shit.
This is where the drinking takes a turn for the worse. You hear me?
Right? Because I'm like, I said, hold on, wait. He had to eat shit sandwiches,
nigga. He had a young woman eating shit. Now he met her at 17. Guess what she was doing when he met her? Attending college.
Damn.
Raise your hand if you wasn't. Raise your hand if you didn't think you was grown at 17. How many motherfucking women are allowed to have children at 15, 16, 17? If they're not capable of making their own choices and who they fuck and how they fuck, then they shouldn't be okay with raising a child. You take the children away from women under 18. Because if obviously they're incapable of making decisions for themselves.
Ain't that some shit?
Now R. Kelly should go to jail. On my mama, that nigga is fucking out of pocket. He should go to jail.
Yeah, he bogus, bro. He bogus. I ain't gonna lie.
But the women involved, the staff involved, every adult involved should go to jail. Every woman underage should be shamed or at least looked at as like, look, walk it off, bitch. You silly bitch.
Didn't they look at everybody who was involved with Epstein, who went to his island, who signed on his sheet to go on his private planes and shit? Didn't they make them people to be investigated to see if they was involved in some shit? Why is it only R. Kelly the one taking the blame for every other grown person's decision to be a part of some shit they knew was wrong?
That's why I said he gonna get 30, dog. They gonna make a hell of an example. If they gave Bill Cosby what they gave him based off of them old allegations,
yeah, bro,
they about to smack R. Kelly. Nigga, man. And they want his catalog. He probably don't own most of it, but they don't want him even trying to get it back.
Yeah.
Spirit Driven, what up, sis? She said, I guess 15-year-old girls are getting pregnant by themselves. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if a 17-year-old boy get her pregnant, a 19-year-old boy get her pregnant. The point is, if young girls are able to be mothers and care for another life, then they are not, in a court of law, should be looked at as too young to make decisions.
Yeah. Especially
I am gonna put money on R. Kelly books, though. I am gonna get that nigga
adult crimes. You feel me?
Yeah.
A little something, because I just want to talk ass later how I'm disappointed in him. Like, dog, God blessed you with some amazing talent and amazing abilities, and I'm just disappointed in you. And you took this shit too far. You had a lot of bitches in your life that you could have did your thing and not be a creep. You know, I just want to lecture that nigga. I want to get that nigga a lecture.
Hold on though, AP. When me and you was kids, you remember I had Aaliyah's CD, her first album.
Yeah.
You remember we heard about the shit with R. Kelly marrying her at 15? And her parents consented to that.
Let me tell y'all something.
And there are real legal documents about that shit, bro.
That
wasn't no lie.
Nigga, let me drop some shit in the game that's probably, it ain't verified.
Yeah.
But it's a chick named Tasha K on YouTube that was interviewing R. Kelly brother, interviewing a lot of the females. She just was interviewing any fucking body. She messy as fuck, but she good at getting the motherfucking interviews in the game. Yeah. So she supposedly got information that let me get Spirit Driven big head cartoon ass up off here. She supposedly got information that Aaliyah's mother was said to have been fucking R. Kelly along with Aaliyah.
I heard that too.
And we know R. Kelly a creep enough to try to pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely gonna try to pull it.
Listen, man, he was wearing that little black mask, bro. I didn't trust him at all. You hear me? I still fuck with his music, but I didn't trust him when he put that. He called himself the Pied Piper, bro. Hey, I didn't trust him no more.
Can I bring it back a few steps? When you talk about just to echo some of the sentiments you said.
I'm reading this chat too.
Dave had that joke in one of his specials about how old or how young is 15 really, and it wasn't even in the sense of a sexual sense. He was meaning it in the way of how old do you see it in the court system, because just like you see them as a child in the court system and you treat them that way, but then as a black kid who performed a wrestling move on one of his friends, I think it was his brother or something, and killed his sister and killed his sister. Charged as an adult at 15.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how does the court system really see?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And it's also playing of course it plays in the race factor and all that shit, but that echoes the same sentiment. You know what I'm saying? He said he was old enough at 15 to where if somebody walked up to him, pulled their dick out and started pissing, he'd move out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, listen. If we're going to talk about how women are making bad choices based off a man's influence or his wealth or whatever, that is giving women the opportunity in a adult life to say that this man took advantage of me. That's this Me Too movement shit. You basically saying as a woman that you are incapable of making proper decisions, that you are being misguided and misled by men, and they are victimizing you because you're a dumb bitch. They should write that in the motherfucking in the fucking legal work. I'm a dumb bitch and this nigga try to fuck me. That should be the charge. Anyways, but let's say this too though. Let me say this too though. A young girl, and this me not getting it confused. A young girl should not be fucking a man over 18. A man over 18 should not be fucking a young girl. If how I look at it is, if you at school with a chick, if my daughter dating a senior and she a sophomore, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I don't want her dating, but I'm not gonna trip on that fucking senior.
Yeah.
I told y'all before that I was dealing with a woman who had a son who had a child with a girl in high school. They both was in high school. And when he became 17 or 18, he got her pregnant again. Yeah. And so he turned 18 before his baby mama did. The mother put a case on him for the second baby.
Oh.
He already had a child with her. And they both was teenagers in the same school. And when he became 18, she put a case on him for the second baby.
Because she didn't like it.
But nigga, this your grandbaby's father, and now he has to live his adult life and work with a case on him. For rape, you dumb bitch.
Did he have to register as a sex offender?
Yes, nigga, for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For being a baby daddy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just out of control. And don't get me wrong, R. Kelly needed his ass whooped.
Yeah.
R. Kelly should have got fucked up by some of the men or fathers or whoever. But do this nigga deserve 30 years in jail? I'ma say yeah, though. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga, I was listening to some of this court case shit. I was like, oh my God. I was doing this. You know, niggas ain't supposed to do this. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
That was inappropriate.
Nigga said that was inappropriate.
Oh, man. Look, I don't want to stay on dude too long, man. I just wanted to bring that up. Now let's bring up some complete other fuck shit. Flame Monroe was on the Breakfast Club.
Let's get it.
She had look at me. I said she already.
What happened?
Flame Monroe had an interview on the Breakfast Club at the same day as Lil Boosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I seen both of them. Lil Boosie, my nigga. Flame Monroe is my nigga. That's a cool motherfucker, dog.
Agreed.
I have no issue with Flame Monroe. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hey, I done met Boosie personally a couple times, so I fuck with Boosie.
Boosie a player ass nigga too.
Yeah, he a real nigga, bro.
I feel like they set him up though, because I feel like because he had his statements about gay men, about Lil Nas X, and he also was siding with the baby about what he going through. I feel like they try to set him up by having Flame on the same day. I think they tried to set him up.
They did try to set him up.
They tried to bring a moment out of it.
But they got a moment, but they didn't get the moment they was looking for. Because Boosie handled that shit like a real player. Because Flame was being a little flirty with the nigga, but still trying to stay in his lane a little bit. And instead of Boosie being out of pocket, Boosie showed love, and it was just a cool vibe, and it didn't look awkward. It looked like some cool shit. Because a lot of the gay community want to think that niggas got a problem with gay people. We don't give a fuck.
Right.
We just don't want to see it. Y'all overdoing it, motherfucker.
Yeah, man,
all right, motherfucker.
We know it's here.
We get it.
Y'all got it. You know what I mean? Y'all do your thing. But y'all do your thing. Y'all don't have to broadcast it to our little mans, our little kids, and all that shit. That's the only thing that Boosie was saying that people didn't get. And that's why they shitted on him and the baby. The baby was on the same shit. Like, we don't want our little young kings seeing that shit. Like, we growing these little niggas to growing them up to be men, bro. Like, come on, man.
Sex at all should not be thought about for little kids.
For little kids.
Sex, period.
Yeah.
They supposed to be naive to sex as little kids.
But hold on, though. I'm going to bring this up also. Boosie kind of fucked that up when he was getting his son head at a young age. So.
Yeah, talking about paying for prostitutes and shit.
You know what I mean? Like
you contradict yourself.
Like, you got to let your son grow up and get into that. Don't force it upon him as a child. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
When you a kid, you supposed to still be saying like, nigga, do pussy go like this or do it go like this?
Yeah.
You know, because niggas didn't know. But now niggas is making judgments whether they gay or not, and they in fucking like grade school.
Yeah, man.
I know some people go. I will say this: you can tell that some people do go to the extremes just based off of how they feel personally.
What you
know
mean?
what I'm saying? Like he can say some extreme shit just based off of how he grew up. He don't believe in the shit, but it's also his right to not have to believe in the shit or want to accept the shit or do what he wants to do with his kids. Now, he kind of fucked up in the way of saying when Angela Yee was talking about you can't make your kids do something. He said, why not? Why can't I make my kids want to be straight? And it was like forcing someone to be straight. When you try to force somebody when you force somebody who isn't straight to try to be straight, that's when the fucking problems happen. The niggas be all mentally fucked up and then try to do the extra shit to try to prove a point later on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But this my thing, GMS, and this is what happened with all my kids, bro. Like, I raised my kids naturally. Like, my kids see me, like, either with their mama or with another woman when I moved on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my kids always seen me with a woman, whether it's my daughter or my sons. And my daughter, she like fucking guys, and my fucking sons like fucking women. Like, it's what the kids see and they grow up and see. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to raise your kids the way that you were either brought up or the way that you want your kids to grow up.
Right. That's out of the question. Like, of course, that's exactly what it is. I'm saying as far as like, let's say you do all that, and all of a sudden your kid come back up to you and be like, well, you did all that, but still gay. Then what?
Hey, but guess what though? I'm not gonna not love my child because they told me that they was gay.
Right.
Like, that's my baby, regardless of any motherfucking thing in this world. Like, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, if you're gay, you're gay. Nigga, that's what you like. That's what you do. I would never fucking judge you. You're my fucking child. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the whole point about the shit. Like, whether you agree with it or not, it's whether or not you actually love your child or not.
Hell yeah, real shit, bro.
And that's what Boosie said. They caught him up on that shit.
Love their motherfucking kids, bro. You hear me? Like, all their motherfucking heart. Like, bro, I would lay down and die for any of my motherfucking kids, bro. If it came to that, you hear me? A lot of parents really won't do it. Like, they say they'll do that shit, bro, but nigga, I mean that shit on the G, nigga. Like, I'm gonna die for mine, bro. Like, I've been a real dad like that because my dad wasn't in my life, bro. So I made a vow to myself years ago, nigga, before I even had kids, that I'm gonna always be the motherfucking father that I never had to my kids. You feel me? No bullshit. Yeah, and I've been doing that.
They was hung up. They was hung up on that him not going to if his daughter was gay. And they speaking on hypotheticals too, by the way. But they was like, if your daughter was gay, you wouldn't go to the wedding. He said no. And they was hung up on that, but they didn't even pay attention to the fact that he was saying, I wouldn't lose love for my daughter. I love my daughter. That's it. She ain't gonna lose no love.
Lil Boosie will pay for the wedding.
Right, exactly.
I feel him. I ain't going either. And your guy ain't coming over for fucking Thanksgiving either. Yeah. I go to y'all shit.
Yeah.
Y'all in my house. I don't want to try to play it off with your gay ass fucking man. I go to y'all shit and eat the little salads with vinaigrette and the shit that y'all doing over there. I'll come visit, but
and then they be like Lucius, boy.
hey, look.
Nigga in a trash can. He said, nigga,
no, I ain't. No, I'm not, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said this before. I would rather a gay son than a thug, or a nigga that want to be a fucking gangster, dog. I am so tired of that violent bullshit.
I'm tired of that shit too.
If my son was on some gay shit, look, man, just stay out the fucking. Don't be on no. Don't let your life choices fuck up other people's lives. Period. Yeah. Now, let me say what Flame and Boosie was saying, because they was trying to. Look, the Breakfast Club be on some hoe ass shit. They was trying to make some shit happen. They was
baiting like a motherfucker.
It wasn't working either, because even when Boosie said he wouldn't go to the wedding, and he said, why can't I, as a father, try to gear my kids to go in the direction I want them to go? Mm-hmm. You trying to take my right as a parent away. And then Flame agreed with him.
Yeah, Flame said she didn't want, yeah.
You know, and Flame like shit. If, you know, that's his right to, and this is what he said. Because Flame said he didn't want his kids to be gay because he know how hard that lifestyle is. Yeah. So this is my little example. If I don't want my son to be in the streets or a drug dealer or my daughter to be a stripper, am I not allowed to try to keep them from doing those things that I think will cause them to have a hard life? Exactly. Same thing with homosexuality. If I think this is going to cause you a hard life, as a parent, I'm trying to make you have a better life.
I'm trying to protect you from that. Yeah. No bullshit.
Now, once my daughter showed me that the pole was just calling her name too fucking hard, or my son told me that he just got to be a street nigga and that's just all he know, at some point, parents be like, all right, fuck it.
Fuck it, yeah.
My pop said fuck it.
You got to learn the hard way.
Yep. And I would do the same thing, and I would love him either way. My pops loved me either way. He sat me down. He said, look, man, obviously you ain't on what I'm trying to get you to be on. Yeah. So then he gave me a little tips and pointers to try to keep my ass safe. But parents are getting their rights took with all this bullshit that's going on. Men are getting their rights took with all this bullshit that's going on. It's going to lead to our conversation when we bring up Cynthia G a little later.
Yeah, because they had a very good point about some shit, but I don't think it's yeah, we gonna get to it. I still got my notes from that shit. Cause you know, she talked about a lot of shit about like how black men starting to turn into black women and shit because they value women more and shit. That shit was kind of wild. That was a wild statement to me. Cause I'm like, that shit is separate. Like that has nothing to do with whether or not like, cause if you feel like this is the thing. If they felt like black men don't give a shit about black women or aren't out here uplifting or putting black women on the pedestal, why would they see such value in black women to want to turn into black women?
First of all, mothers be demasculating men like young boys, cussing them out, you know, just shit. Like not all. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But I've seen it for sure.
How they boys scared to talk to women, even when they get older, they be fucking afraid of women.
They got something against the baby daddies, bro.
I'm about to win $100. I Lacey, send that to my Cash App right now.
You about to win $100? What?
Send that to my Cash App
right now. He said $100. GMS got that teddy bear underneath that.
Send that shit to my
Shout
Cash
out to
App
OG
right
Mont. He said at least Boosie is in his kid's life as a black father.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I said this yesterday, and I'm gonna stand on it too, OG. He, regardless of you being in your kid's life, if you showing them the wrong shit, you just as bad as the motherfucking
it don't matter
that ain't in their
kids.
Steering
them down the wrong direction, bro.
Yeah. It's women that's teaching their daughters and sons to be on fuck shit. It's young men teaching their sons to be on fuck shit. You should not be posing a picture talking about I'm with my little shooter, and it's your fucking 4-year-old.
Exactly. Hey, AP, that's the same thing I said about all these motherfuckers on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, putting their little kids on there cussing and doing all that shit. That shit ain't cute. Like, my 4-year-old son be like, ooh, that's naughty, daddy, when he hear a motherfucker cussing. Like, that's weak, bro. You don't teach your little kids that shit, bro. You got, especially if you want your kids to be successful, man. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, man. My little man got to go to school. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no, he 4 years old. Like, bro, my son don't cuss. My son don't do none of that shit, and he 4. You hear me? Fuck that.
Right.
I heard
motherfuckers better get their priorities in line, man. Little kids don't need. That's not a place for little kids, man.
That's one thing I hate. Like, is me being as big as of a smoker that I am. There's never a time where I have that shit around my daughter. I don't smoke in front of her. I don't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do none of that shit by my son, bro. None of that shit. You hear me? My son ain't even allowed around that shit.
It's a level of respect too, even though you are their parents. But it's a level of respect that you have for your kids too, and the love that you have for your kids. You keep your shit to yourself.
That's pretty much. Bro.
Shout out to Coldwater Music Group. He said we bugging tonight. Call in tonight, bro. And
we bugging on what? I don't know.
Call. He might got a point. Call in and let us know about it in a little bit. We're gonna open the phone lines up later, bro.
Yeah, we definitely could talk about it, bro.
We ain't tripping.
He said y'all bugging. I smoke in my son's face every night.
Dude, like, hey, look, that's your business. Hey, and that's your business. And I ain't tripping. Right. But I'm just saying, I disagree. I don't think that's the best way to, raise your child. And what else we got in here? GMS daughter gets contact off his teddy bear shirt.
Spirit is a fucking idiot.
Damn your ass, dog.
Pat G asked for the Iverson braids, and they gave him the Darius Miles braids.
These ain't even braids, nigga. These is dreads.
Hey, what's I finna say, G? Let me ask y'all this. Since we brought Lil Boosie up, he also got his young teenage son dick sucked for one of his birthdays. What y'all think about that?
Like I said before, that's
stupid as fuck.
I wouldn't have did it. To be honest. No.
I feel
now,
weird.
If you got a little hood ass son that's out here in the streets already, he already fucking and doing all that extra shit, then that's different. Like if you already then lost control of this little nigga, you know he bad as a motherfucker and shit like that. You know what you like, fuck it, I'm giving up. Like remember how Pops was like, shit, hey, fuck it, you niggas bad. You little niggas is bad. I done wash my hands with you little niggas.
So
fuck
this plays in.
Sell me some of that shit y'all. Sell me some of that shit y'all selling in the hood.
Yeah.
Or give me some of that goddamn weed you got.
But
you know
that's that horse shit, bro.
But hold on though, because again, by 16 and really by 15, I thought I was grown, nigga. Because I started having sex at 13. I got my first real official dick suck about 14. So like if you a 16-year-old, now mind you, she was a dope fiend, but that's beside the point.
Was you with us for the at Greg house?
Hold on, Patrick. Let me say this. The night I got my official first dick suck, I'm talking about official because I had a girl kiss on my dick before that. But I'm talking about my official, full dick suck. I was 14. I was at Larry house.
Oh, you was at Larry house?
I was at Larry house, and it was the youngest dolphin over there, the youngest smoker over there.
I know who you talking about.
Now, Pac G, am I lying when I say this?
You talking about Speedy?
Yeah, don't say. But look, am I lying?
Nobody know her. Don't nobody know her but us.
But answer this question. If a nigga saw her out, would they think she smoked?
Never in fucking life would you think this girl smoked dope.
She was bad. And she was a stripper. And
GMS, if you go to Instagram, bro, and just look on Instagram, you see all them badass Instagram bitches and shit.
Yeah.
She was one of those back in 97, 98. You hear me?
Oh, damn.
See, this what y'all got, bro. Y'all gotta realize. Think about this. Think of it this way.
Yeah.
Y'all thinking of a smoker that been smoking for 20 years.
No.
We talking about a young chick who was, stripping and hoeing, fine as fuck, who just started smoking like lace blunts and shit like that, and then all of a sudden she started smoking hard.
Yeah.
She was cold. It was a nigga in the neighborhood that tried to wife her.
He tried to marry the bitch.
Did he, dog? And he was trying to run up on
niggas. Ring. Listen.
He was running up on niggas.
Hey, we on the block, bro. This nigga was like, G, I'm finna marry this bitch. I said, who? He said, such and such. I said, dog, you lying, bro. Hell no, that's a crackhead, bro. You can't do that. He was like, bro, I got the ring and everything. The nigga popped the ring box open. I said, dog, you smoking dope too, ain't you?
She was so cold. I'll be breaking the bar down and I'll just be sliding dimes to the side like, this one for me, this one for her.
This one for her.
Y'all separated rocks and shit. Y'all
this one for me.
Hell no.
hey, it got to the point where the bitch started thinking she ain't need no money. I'll be like, hold on, bitch. I need some money today, all right? Forget about the last time. I was lonely that night, bitch. I need some fucking bread this time.
Right. Fuck that shit.
But I'm just listen, this is my point. As a young boy, I was a mannish ass little boy.
We was managed as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. All through the hood, up and down the hood.
So was the girls.
They were.
The girls was not innocent little girls.
No, they probably were a little more managed than we were, to be honest with you. Because if you think about it, it used to be all the fellas together, G. Listen, think about it. Listen, think about it, AP. It used to be all of us together in the park boxing and shit, right? We'll be in the park boxing and shit, GMS.
Yeah.
And guess what happened, bro?
Huh?
All these little chicks that come down there talking about we want to try.
Bro.
Come on, man.
Trying to be a part of the shit.
I was fucking in the swimming pool. I was fucking in the little back hallway, the little back laundry room.
Don't forget about the tot lot.
The tube
the
slide. Fucking in the tube slide. What about the little nigga? You know who Peanut is? The older little chick.
Yeah.
That Nate brought me around.
Yeah, I know who you're
I was
talking
14. This bitch was like 27.
She was like 27, yeah.
I was 14.
Peanut used to live in the buildings, the buildings on Key.
That's crazy.
And I'm smashing her, and I'm 14. So I'm just saying, she wasn't no clucker though. It was just the one chick we was talking about.
Shit,
right?
God damn.
So I'm just saying, bro, Boosie. If my pops at that age plugged me with a chick, it wouldn't even be my first experience. I wouldn't even have blinked about it. I would have just, you know what I mean?
And that's what I was trying to get to. The point I was trying to get to about Boosie's son, because that little nigga already got kids and all kind of shit now.
But this is another
hey, look,
thing,
hold on,
hold on, G.
Hold on. See, Mo. He said y'all ain't never got it in the and got it in at the hospital though. I swear to God on my life, I did.
What?
Nah.
First of all, I worked at a hospital.
Bro, so you gotta understand.
Oh,
man.
See that was easy. If you worked that one, for
nigga,
sure.
I worked at St. Joe's, dog. Pac G know what I'm talking about. But it was a chick. She a full on dyke now. But back in the day, nigga, we were fuck standing up. She'll put her pants down just low enough for me to get up on. Like we standing straight up on each other, and I'm just itching dick into her.
Itching dick. Nigga was itching dick.
We standing straight up looking at each other like some frogs and shit.
That's fucked up. Nigga,
in the hospital.
Said, whatever works. As long as I'm in there, I'm going to itch it in.
Hey, back then cameras wasn't shit back in the day, dog. Cameras used to look fucking bogus. And then there was a locker room. There was a locker room in the basement where they didn't have cameras in the locker room. That was for people to change. That was people to do whatever they had to do. Yeah, but me and this bitch standing up looking at each other all stupid and shit.
Trying to be quiet and shit.
Bro, I'm just saying, dog, all I'm saying is young mannish ass kids do they thing. So I don't think Boosie out of pocket. I think what he doing is just he got such a close connection with his kids.
He's just a ghetto ass nigga, man.
Say that again.
That's all it is.
He's just a ghetto ass nigga, man.
Yep. At the end of the day, dog, a rich ass ghetto
nigga, bro. Yeah. A real hood nigga, bro. Like, and if you meet this nigga in person, you're gonna be like, dog is a real ass nigga. You'll feel like
she said, yeah, she was a stud. AP just said she is now. She got 3 kids, my nigga. So back when she was having kids still is when I'm talking about. Now she look like Ivo and shit in this month.
You see how Boosie and Yee almost Boosie was kind of like staring down Yee for a minute, trying to tell her that she wasn't finna talk over him. She wasn't finna basically try to change his mind about shit, because the way that she was kind of he saw it, like the shit that we saw, how they was trying to base some shit.
Too, nigga. Charlamagne be low key trying to sneak him in there too.
He'll laugh that shit off though. Charlamagne will laugh the shit off. Yee is the type of person where she'll kind of, you can hear the condescend, like she'll be condescending in the shit that she's saying and shit, and you can tell that it's not really a question. Like, you are an interviewer, you're supposed to be interviewing this person to ask genuine questions. You're not supposed to be asking questions with already trying to, know the answer to the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what she was doing. That's why he said at the end, he said, I don't let people overtalk me. He said, because people that overtalk me smarter than me. And the people that smarter than me will sit there and manipulate me if I don't speak up and overtalk the room. He said, those are the people that will sit up there and try to tell me I need this and I need that, when I know that I make the bread for myself. I'm the money maker.
Yeah, in other words, you need me. You need me more than I need you, motherfucker. Exactly. Look, you right about that. Shit. Damn, I'm out of shit.
No, you not. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about
Cynthia
that
G shit. All right. Okay, y'all. So look, for y'all that don't know who Cynthia G is, she's like one of them female, kind of like a female version of Kevin Samuels type dude or Derek Jackson, but on the reverse. Like she basically speak up for women. She shit on black men, and that's her platform for the most part. She talks about other shit too as well. But she just did a video the other day that reached me, and I sent it to Pac G and Black. And she was on that video. She was saying that black men are expendable, that there is no value in black men in 2021. That if all black men were off the planet, that when nothing happened, when nothing, everybody would keep doing their thing without no problem. She was saying things like, black men are afraid of these other cultures. They didn't want to, they want to be equal to them, but they ain't willing to boss up. She said that the intellectual black men are afraid of the Pookies and Ray Rays, and they're afraid to clean up the streets. She said that some chick on there said that women are the leaders of black culture. That without black women, culture wouldn't, they're the ones that move and shake and change culture, black women. She also said that black women are running circles around black men right now. It's just, those are just some of the talking points. It was so many fucking talking points that we just grabbing some.
Can I read the definition of expendable for the chat real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of little significance when compared to an overall purpose and therefore able to be abandoned. Dispensable, able to be sacrificed, designed to be used only once and then abandoned or destroyed.
Ain't that some shit?
That is the message.
Now, Eternal Umber said Tariq Nasheed used to shit on her goofy ass heavy. Yeah, I heard about that recently because I didn't know who this chick was till 3 days ago. Yeah, but I've heard through comments that Tariq was checking her ass in, and a lot of other people know who she is. Now, I ain't gonna lie. In the midst of all her bullshit, she said some real shit too.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about that right now. I ain't in the mood.
Yeah. Thank God. Let's get it.
I'm not in the mood. But let's ask the question, and this is what we're gonna open the phone lines up for too. But I'm gonna get y'all answers in first before we open the phone lines up.
All right,
how about this one? Do black men want to look like they're equal to other cultures?
No, I don't think so. I think a black man just want to fucking be great for the existence that they fucking in. You feel me? Like,
and want to be left to their own devices. And
shit. Like I don't need no motherfucking clarification. I don't need no gratification. I don't need nothing from none of y'all. Just let me live my life and raise my motherfucking kids and be a motherfucking black man. You feel me? Let me raise successful kids. That's what's gonna motherfucking gratify me and make me happy, and you know what I'm saying? And get me to where the fuck I want to be at in my life, bro. That's what's gonna make me smile. You feel me? To raise kids that are gonna be successful out here in this bullshit ass world that we living in. You feel me? Like that. That's all I'm thinking about, man. Fuck everything else.
Black, what you think? You think black men are trying to fit in and be equal, or look, trying to live up to other people's standards?
I think black men are trying to still prove a point, and I think that point isn't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily coexist with the plan or agenda that black women overall have for black men. I think we have to pull back and try to understand each other once again. We're in a different generation. So when she speaks about black men being expendable, but then trying to talk about the things that have been done like currently in 2021, you're talking about them being expendable for things that have happened over the years. But you don't want to hear about past shit. You just want to hear about what happened today. It doesn't make sense.
And let me add something else too, GMS, to that. Let me add something else to that, GMS, is that she talking about black men being expendable, but then when a black man turns around and goes and dates another race, whether it's a Mexican woman, his Asian woman, or a Caucasian woman, they have an issue with it.
That's the thing. So that's then they have a problem with that while also calling people expendable. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be mad at somebody and call them expendable, but then in the same breath get mad about who they decide to date. If there's a narrative that you're trying to push amongst the masses of black women about black men, what is going to be the interest of black men to want to date black women who think that way?
You're absolutely right.
That's why when I heard how she was going in and some of them women was going in, it let me know that y'all not done with black men. Y'all frustrated that black men will not change for you.
Yeah.
So this is y'all acting out y'all frustration. It's no different than the men that's on these other channels shitting on women. It ain't that you don't want women. Y'all acting like we don't need. I'm tired of these bitches. We don't need these bitches. No, you want these bitches. You just you don't know how to get them. It ain't working out, and you frustrated. But stop acting like it's money over hoes, nigga. Stop.
Look,
we get money to get hoes. Stop playing.
I wrote something, and I'm gonna say this real quick.
This is an original poem by Black G.
I wanted to say this on the other episode yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do it.
What is high? What is higher?
So Cynthia G,
what is
talking
higher
about us
learning?
being expendable, but we not see. You see, she be talking about the things that we do, but do they ever look at the things that they do? If we are responsible for the Pookies and Ray Rays, you should be responsible for the LaQuishas and Bon Queeps.
If I am not shit, then how are you living in my house and driving my car? It seems like you are not shit, black man.
If I'm not shit, why are you living in my toilet bowl, bitch? What are you talking about?
All right, hold on. Let me get back. Cynthia, this is what I say. Cynthia G does a form of manipulation on black women who follow her. She knows that there is a high percentage of black women who have probably been done wrong by a black man, so they apply what they went through to every black man they encounter. No accountability in their part, which, like I said, I wasn't even that wasn't even really a joke about the Pookies and Ray Rays. She said that. She said that black men as a collective have to be responsible for the Pookies and the Ray Rays who go out here and fuck up the hood in a way, but didn't say shit about how black women have to be responsible for the black women, the other black women in the hood who set bad examples or who bring down the other black women around.
Yeah, they out here ratchet, fighting, doing all kind of crazy shit.
And they instigating the drama between men a lot of times.
And just like there's ancient niggas who leave. Just like there's ancient niggas who leave, there are ancient bitches who keep their kids away from niggas. So there has to be accountability on both ends.
That's how I feel. I'm not running from the things she got right. And black women shouldn't run for the things that men get right when we calling out the things that we want to see improvement on. If you really give a fuck, because she said, do black men really care about black people? Like, do they display that they really care about black people? Bitch, this is the same question to you. Do y'all really care about black people? Because if you did, why are you first of all, why are you having kids that you can't take care of? Because that is your choice at the end of the day. Even if a nigga ain't shit. You saying, you know what? Nah, I'll be able to take care of this 8th kid. We'll be straight. I don't need you niggas.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them got funerals by the time they 17. Like, God forbid, but this is what we seeing. So...
Damn, I want to put somebody on blast so bad, dog. God damn.
Go ahead. Fuck it.
I
want
to, but it's just like I know somebody who has done something like this to where they had a kid with somebody, and then they realized who they had a kid with. See, that's one thing. Like, you can have a kid with somebody, and then all of a sudden later on, the true self come out, and then you pretty much in a fucked up situation with somebody. But if you the type of person where you have a kid with somebody, and then all of a sudden you see how they act, and you see the signs, you see all the fuck shit that's going on, and they treating you this way, and you don't see anything good coming out of it, but then you decide to have another child with them.
That's your fault.
Who the fuck fault is that?
That's your fault. You fucked up, nigga. I'm gonna tell you like that. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like a real nigga. If I was your guy and you was in that situation, I'm gonna be like, nigga, that's your fault for having another baby with this goofy ass bitch, nigga. Now you a goofy ass nigga right along with this goofy ass bitch with y'all new goofy ass baby. I'm gonna tell you just like it is, my nigga. Real shit, bro. Goofy. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like,
feeding them goofy ass Fruit Loops with that goofy ass fucking fork because y'all ain't got no goofy ass spoons in the goofy ass cabinet.
Come on, hey man, a motherfucker gotta know when to stop, bro. I'm just saying.
Ass water and shit.
Listen, my nigga.
Eat them fucking hootie hoos, Master P hootie hoos with this goofy ass.
Real shit, bro. No bullshit, man. I ain't playing no games, man. Fuck that. No holds bars, my nigga. If my nigga need to hear some shit, I'm gonna say it to him.
Yeah.
Bro, the only reason we bringing this shit up is because like somebody will say, well, why would y'all even give her any time of the day? I'm not afraid of no conversation, no subject.
Me neither. Hey,
let's just talk about it. If we wrong, if they wrong, whoever, let's just talk about the shit. It ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let me bring up another point, Black, and I'm gonna get your answer. We're gonna open the phone lines up in a minute, y'all.
Let's get it.
I
wanted to say that shit so bad.
Say it, nigga. Go in.
No, I did. No, I was talking about the Cynthia shit that I wrote down. I wanted to say that shit yesterday, but I'm glad I got that off now. So we can.
Okay. Oh, what you just said. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are black women running circles around black men? I think they believe because they're going to school and they're, buying their own heels and shit. And according to some of these black women, matter of fact, I'm not even finna try to preference this question because
it's hard to say that. Like they don't. How the fuck do they know that? That's the thing.
Hold on though. I'm finna say some.
Yeah, educate
simp
me.
Shit.
I'm lost.
Let me say some simp shit, dog. It's been my experience that women have more to offer than the fucking men I know. They've been holding their shit down better than the men I know.
So you mean like as far as like keeping things stable?
And okay, let me say this. It's quickly people will say, oh, well, they get help from the government.
Yeah.
I know a bunch of black women that can't even get help from the government because they do so well for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to be honest, I got to admit that I know a bunch of women who been out on their own, been helping the niggas that's in their life.
Yeah.
Been, doing everything that you can think that an adult is supposed to do. And then when I look at some of the men I know, they rely on women. Not all of them, but a large percentage of them rely on women. So when a woman say, we running circles around you, I ain't got no argument for her yet. Y'all can argue with her. When we open the phone lines up, y'all can argue, but
it's got to be put in perspective. You know what I mean? It's got to be put in perspective.
Try to put it in now.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying you did. Like
okay.
When she said that, I'm like, or the caller said that because it was a caller that said that, right?
Justin kept it real. He said black females about their bread. I have to agree.
Yeah. That's you have to hear what aspect, running circles around them. Yeah, there's both black successful men and women, but when you talk about like the household and when you talk about the things that they able to hold down and have the capacity, the mental capacity to deal with, because it takes a level of mental capacity to be someone to stay in the house and raise kids and do this and that and try to work as a single parent. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes a certain mental capacity too. I agree with that.
Yeah. DP said AP has a trash circle of men around him that he's around. You might be right, but guess what? I ain't talking about just my circle. I'm talking about coworkers. I'm talking about niggas I know that actually got a job and they still rely heavily on a woman. I'm talking about niggas that been staying with some money coming in their life and they still heavily relying on a woman. I'm just saying, we can lie if we want to. We could pretend if we want to.
He said,
go ahead.
This nigga crazy.
What you talking about? Me?
No. Ron Brown.
All right. Shout out to the homie. I don't know how to say that. Student of the game, my fault.
Yeah.
Student of the game, taking a man position is not running circles. It just means you not in proper position. I get what he's saying, but if black men were in proper position, guess who would not try to be men? Women want to lay up with a nigga. If you go listen to Kevin Samuel videos, every bitch on there with degrees say they would like to have 2 kids and be supported by their man.
Yeah.
They don't want to work. They don't want to be bosses. They want to get up under a nigga and be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
But black men have been unable to do that. So now they went out without help and try to boss up. And it made their head big. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. We're going to open the phone lines up.
We're going to open the phone lines up.
Open them up.
Hold on, we about to do it in a couple of seconds. Let me see if I can get another question to Pac G before we go.
What's the word?
Shit. How about what do black men do that shows that they are for black people?
Or for black women specifically? Or just black people?
And people. She said people. For the black community. What do black men do in their own actions that will show that they truly are for the black community?
They fucking raising black children, first off.
I'm with that.
You hear me?
That's a good answer to me.
Straight the fuck up. You know what I mean?
That's a great answer.
What the black community gonna do without our black seeds? You need to think about that. For the real motherfucking fathers out here. You feel what I'm saying? Like real
and
shit.
It's many of them. It's a whole
and it's
bunch
many of us. You hear me? Like it's so many of us that we're unnoticed.
Right.
And that's what's so fucking crazy about it. That the real black fathers don't get the credit that they do deserve.
Well, it'd be clouds like this that be over our heads.
You don't see them out here marching and doing all this extra shit to get that respect that they deserve. You feel what I'm saying? All y'all know how to do is shit on the ones that ain't shit. And then y'all think all of them are the same exact fucking way. And that's some whole ass shit. Real shit, bro. That's some whole ass shit. I swear to God.
And we have a cloud over our heads, man. It's a stereotype.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know, my nigga. Shit. Hey.
Dog, these niggas is funny, dog. Hold on. Spirit said, AP, do you have any new black friends or just the busters you grew up with? First of all, a lot of niggas I grew up with ain't busters. There's a mixture. Now, I got guys who are very successful. That don't mean they not a buster. And we about to get into that shit in a minute about what a high value lame is. Just because some niggas make good money and can pay their own bills do not mean they give a fuck about black people, give a fuck about women, give a fuck about kids. They just give a fuck about themselves and buying nice clothes.
I was just going to say that.
So we're going to talk about that in a minute because the real title of this video is High Value Lames.
Yep.
So I'm glad you brought that up. What busters I grew up with. Because I grew up with some niggas who just work a regular job and they're hell of a fucking men. Stand-up men. Then I know some niggas who literally are millionaires who they every stereotype you want to name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is.
You hear me? I swear to God, bro. But we know the same niggas. Real shit, bro.
Okay, so the question was, you said that black men take care of their kids, and that's something that they do to prove and show that they for the community. GMS, you got a different answer or want to elaborate or
to add on to that because that is a fact. I also want to add on to the fact that black men, don't necessarily. I mean, it's important for them to pay attention to all aspects, but just being not only fathers but being role models in a sense for other young black kids. I mean, I don't know what else you can say.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, why they getting on you like that?
Hey, they on some bullshit, bro.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
They on some bullshit.
Dog, I've been trying to hold laughs in plenty times, Plenty times. Shout out to you, J.R. Miller. Dog said your nose became a man before you did. Dog, I fuck with y'all, man. I can't help it. I fuck with y'all heavy, dog. All right, so now the last question I'm gonna pose to niggas or people, forgive me, is what is a high value man?
A high value man is somebody who pays attention to all aspects. Like I said, and what I mean by all aspects of, he doesn't miss any part of whatever corresponds with what makes him successful and a good person. A high value man will protect his wife, love his wife, protect his kids, love his kids, provide, do what he needs to do. Doesn't have to prove anything to anybody else besides the people he loves and cares about, and sticks to that code. A high value man will be able to leave something for his kids, but also instill in his kids the ability to work for shit. You know what I'm saying? And continue to pass that down. It's a generational thing. If he has generational wealth and generational values that he can instill in his kids, that's a high value man.
Yeah, definitely. Shit. I can't even say nothing, man. GMS done already said everything, dog. He laid that shit out.
I found Spirit Instagram. I know what Spirit look like.
Share it with me later, because
I know what Spirit look like.
I don't give a fuck how she look.
If y'all want to know what Spirit look like, come to my Instagram. I'm gonna post it up.
Hey, a high value man is a man of integrity, principles, morality, and means. I can respect that. I think that's a good breakdown, DP. A high value man is a man of integrity, principles, morality, and means. Means meaning.
Hey, shout out DP, man,
being able
real,
to
for that one,
supply what's needed.
I can definitely relate to that.
For sure.
That's nice.
Okay, well, shit. I ain't gonna add to it. I'm finna open the phone lines up.
Go ahead, bust them down.
Hey, y'all, break bread with us, man. Show some love, man. Y'all niggas.
Shout out to
some high value. Y'all some high value men and women. Break bread.
Shout out to I Lacey and Black Man America.
You said what, bro?
I said shout out to I Lacey and Black Man America. They sent the 10 and sent the 5.
Good looking out, fellas.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Always showing love and making sure everybody getting supported. That other channels are getting supported. We appreciate everybody that support us all, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I get that you like the jokes are great, but like there's a bigger mystery behind you. Like people want to know what the fuck you look like. Like the jokes are great and everything, but niggas are stalkers. Like we gonna find out who the fuck you are. We gonna put you on blast. We gonna make sure that we get the last laugh, Spirit. I'm gonna let you have all the jokes you want.
Hey, don't call restricted. If you gonna call, don't call restricted. Your number gonna be private, but. Don't call restricted.
Yeah, because we ain't answering.
It's some super hoe ass niggas that be calling this phone. So make sure you just call straight through and I'll answer. Thank you for calling 3G's. Who am I speaking with?
This is TC from San Diego. How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Hey,
what up, TC?
I know you got your headphones in, so that means that Pac G and GMS can't hear me, right?
No, they hear you. You just won't hear their responses. But if you have questions for them, let me know, and then I'll relay them. I'll relay what they say to you.
I don't have a question. I do have a question for GMS.
Do you have a poem? Did you prepare a poem?
No.
All right, okay. Don't worry about that.
No, this nigga stupid as fuck.
PG hair laid, PG hair laid.
Oh, good looking, bro, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to my girl, man. She do my shit all the time.
Ask him or hey GMS, when Panda 2 dropping?
He said
Panda 2. Next week, bro. Go cop that shit.
He said next week, go cop that shit and come up with some better jokes. He said he added that in at the end.
Why you gonna put me like that? What the fuck?
For the night.
The question for the night is, what's a high value man? I want you to answer that if you can, and I want you to also answer, are black women running circles around black men as far as what they contribute to the black culture?
That's the one I think I want to answer.
All right.
The second one, the high value man one.
That's cool.
I ain't one of those. So
no, I feel you. Me either. I'm a Tyrone. And I'm a Pookie and Tyrone.
And the Tyrone, stupid.
Plus GMS and DP already answered that question phenomenally.
I agree.
So, as far as the running circles, I think usually what it is if somebody does a lot, that adds to like value to what you either are or what you do for somebody, especially if you're going to be talking about a relationship. And I know a lot of people always compare it to the lion and lioness relationship in the wild, where the lioness, as far as what she does a ton, right? She got to raise the whole kids, breastfeed them, goes out and gets to kill with her other lionesses, her sisters and cousins, and then they bring the food back, and the dude eat the food first. The male king lion eat the food first.
That's animal pimping.
When they be out of order, they be out of turn. They be like,
hey, Pac G said that's animal pimping. Go ahead.
I agree, Pac G. So but what he provides is not only can you not have a baby without me, so the legacy without us together, a man and a woman together make a legacy. They make a child. It's like when people start thinking one's valued over the other, you can't make any more kids without me. I can't make more kids without you. So we can cut that shit out right there. Black people have a big issue with that one. Like, who's more valuable? You can't make each other without us. But the reason why the male lion always be getting mad or whatever is because I protect you. When another male lion come, it don't matter when there's 3 or 4 female lions. He come through swinging.
Yeah.
They all do the same thing. They all try to defend, but he a big dude. So that's why you need the muscle. As far as black women, like real black women running circles, I think it's always the value that they bring. Like if you make a lot of bread, right, you can do a lot. But if women still want to be laid up under men, it don't really matter how much you do, because when you lonely at night, you still want a man to keep you company under the covers or take you out or make you feel like a woman. No matter how much boss shit you do, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many kids you raise, and no matter how many people at your job or your family tell you that you're a good woman, if you ain't got a man, that almost proves that you still need your feminine ways to be a woman. You feel me?
I hear what you're saying, but do you think that women have a lot of good options of men?
Sure. I think it just depends on who you look to, because when there's
what their preference is, that's all.
If you and I'm not talking about you specifically, but if a woman or any person is looking for any kind of partner, you gotta vet that person. That's always how that goes. And some people have red flags, but not all red flags are extremely big, like relationship deal breakers. Not all red flags are relationship deal breakers. Sometimes they might just be in the bed or something, something stupid, something dumb that make it be like, this person right here. But if you watch how they maybe interact with their kids, if they got any, watch how they treat their friends, watch how close their family is. Do they make you laugh? Do they make you feel comfortable? That sounds like a good dude. So just because I think women can do a lot, because now they're allowed to vote, they're allowed to work, they're allowed to make their money, they're allowed to not trip off of, I know some of them need government assistance, and everything like that, but trust me, if those same government assistant women had the bread, they'd be out there having fun, going to the clubs and doing the same shit we doing. But a man would still need a woman to make him feel manly, and a woman would still need a man to make him feel like a woman. To me, in my opinion.
No, so your ultimate point is that we need each other at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as them running circles around us, no, because when a man make more money, they don't say that about, oh man, this nigga running circles around this bitch.
and no bullshit. The way things are supposed to be, that if the woman I'm with is doing very well at the time, we doing well. If I'm doing very well at the time, we doing well.
We
it's
doing
supposed
well.
to be about family. It's supposed to be about this
it's
union.
A team.
Yeah, exactly. We're supposed to be a team. So,
no
hey,
bullshit.
man, we appreciate what you brought to the table tonight, bro. You got any last points before I let you go?
So, last thing would be, this is a question for everybody in the chat, or question, the GMS and Pac G. If you don't have a person next to you that's going to be somebody who you can depend on, whether it's man or woman to man, if you break your leg and I need to carry these vegetables up the hill, do you got somebody who's going to carry them damn vegetables up the hill?
First of all, why did you choose vegetables in your hypothetical story? That's a weird ass choice to carry up a hill.
Vegetables, they really heavy. Plus, I gotta work on my weight.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
This is a personal story. Okay.
Hey,
so,
hit him with the veggies. Hit him with the veggies.
This nigga said if you got 2 cucumbers and you trying to make an impression on a girl, should you put one in your pocket? Look, go ahead.
Keep an extra carrot on hand.
So that's the question. Do you want somebody dependable next to you guys? And if that's the case, look for that in a partner. Whether it's a woman looking for a dude or a dude looking for a woman. If you focus so much on money, then you say, I got a gold digger, or somebody who only cares about, what I provide instead of like me. Does she like me for my money, or does she like me for me? So that's the question. Fact. Otherwise, I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, brother. All right, we're gonna answer the question. Go into listen for it, brother.
Okay, appreciate you.
For sure. All right, so what y'all think about a woman carrying vegetables? No, I'm just playing. If you need a woman in your corner, he basically saying women need to pick men that are gonna support and be that, or men need to be that. Let me get this other call. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
You on 3G's? Who am I speaking with?
You know who it is, man.
Man. We thought you was dead.
Boy. Hey, where you been at, nigga? Where you been at, nigga?
We thought you was dead.
Everybody put a 211 in the chat.
Nigga, where you been at?
One nigga got me jumping off a building.
Put a 211 in the chat, y'all.
Where you been at,
One
nigga?
nigga got me, your bitch ass AP got me burning down the couch. Oh
man, I thought you was somewhere in a heap of fucking cigarette butts.
Mine in the 211, dog. Hey, that's
What's up, brother? Hey, let me ask you a question, man. You got a lot of wisdom. You're an older gentleman and shit. These women out here think that they don't need black men at all, that they're dispendable, that they could all be taken off the earth and it would actually make the planet better.
The word is expendable. Nigga.
Expendable. What did I say? Dependable?
Dependable. It's expendable or some shit.
Yeah, I told you I've been drinking. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
All right.
So what do you think? Are black men gotten to the point where women truly don't need black men to live happy, comfortable lives? Is it to that point?
In their minds, they think that.
Facts.
In their bodies, hell the fuck no.
Hey, look. Hey, what he say? Hey, what I say yesterday, GMS? At the end of the day, the black dick is what's holding women, is the last line of defense to keep these bitches in check.
Right.
Black dick and just a fly nigga is the last defense of keeping these women in check. Because they don't want our money. But so you go in, brother. I don't want to take your time. What you hear? What you think about the subject, man? What you think about the conversation tonight?
It's all y'all got a good thing going on here, but that's a great conversation, man. Look at it.
Say that again. I think I missed it.
Well, I ain't gonna repeat myself, but look, go ahead.
Okay. Well, fuck it then. Don't.
They should have never gave you niggas money.
Good. Hey, look, real talk.
Fuck it up every time, right?
Real fucking talk. Motherfuckers get beside themselves when they get a little money.
Yeah.
I'm serious. They should never gave these bitches right, man. Because ever since bitches got a little older, some money, because all niggas ain't got a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And once these motherfuckers, once they started getting their own high-powered job and left these niggas behind, they figure they don't need a nigga no more. Nigga, I got my own place. I'm independent. I got this. I got that. I got da-da-da-da-da-da. Woo.
What the fuck I need your black ass for? And then and once they come back and realize once they step their ass out there, they need that black dick.
Hey, this shit 100. I said this shit yesterday. My brother
said this shit with a 211 in one hand.
Conversation about it is simple as A, B, motherfucking C.
Damn, you right, dog. It would take a Tyrone to come through and swoop down from
no bullshit.
Pookie done called in with a 211 in one hand and a cigarette in another.
Pookie. Listen, man, you right, brother, because I had this conversation in the barbershop yesterday. That's the first shit my brother put out his motherfucking ass. That's the same conclusion I came up with. And now you, in your infinite wisdom, you was able to drop that fact. And now that has been the thing that had black women loving black men for as long as we can go back. And I'm about to get spiritual on you niggas.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let me hold on. Before you go in there, let me say this and then you go ahead. The oldest known written religion in ancient Egypt, quote unquote, or also known as Kemet, was the worship of Osiris and his dick.
His dick. Yep.
Osiris's phallus, his dick, was the oldest known religion in this world. Go ahead, brother. I'll let you finish up.
No, I'm saying go ahead. I said just don't lose me with all that shit you about to get into.
No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it right there because I kept it where you kept it. Even as far back as you can remember, the worship of the black penis has been written in fucking stone, nigga.
And that is true. But check this out too, though. Now, a great man, said this one time. He said the nigga with the biggest motherfucking joint get the most problems. China man got a little dick. His wife and girlfriend, whoever, they good. White man, they good. Whoever else race is good. Black man, biggest dick on the planet, get all the goddamn problems when he comes home.
Hey, I'm about to give you the secret. Cause if you got too much dick, you got to eat the pussy first. You can't be giving bitches too much dick without lubing up the pussy first. So
you gonna tear some shit up.
It's just one little cheat code. It's just one little cheat code that niggas.
What Marcus say? What Marcus say on 5150? He said the spit start.
You gonna tear some shit up, bro.
You gotta lick it before you stick it.
Stick it, yeah, because you gonna tear some shit up, bro. It ain't gonna.
Hey, he said this nigga quoting Ike Turner.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Well, pour a little 211 on that clitoris, man, before you get it popping.
Also 211 on it.
All right, my brother, man. Hey, thanks for calling in and making sure you was all right, man. We was sending out fucking wellness checks on your ass.
I appreciate that, bro.
All right, my brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Shout out,
man. Alive.
That's the homie, man. All right.
2 motherfucking 11.
Hey, what questions did we have? What's a high value man? And have women lost the need of black men? Do they really for real don't need niggas other than sex? Is that really what it came down to? And the irony in that is we have been saying for the longest that all we need these women for is pussy.
But hold on though, AP.
So they flipped the script on us.
I'm finna point out a cold hard fact out here in America.
Okay.
Nigga, all over this country is that motherfuckers need a 2-family household in order to make
it. For multiple reasons, not just about money. The children need to see what it is that a woman does, what it is that a man does, and what they do together.
The role,
come on, man.
How to treat each other.
Yep.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to DP for the $15 for AP's rhinoplasty procedure.
Rhinoplasty.
Thank you,
That's
my brother.
That's such a fucking crazy word.
Thank you, my brother. I will be working on it. I will be disposing of this tip of mine.
That was a troll who made the word for that. Like, why would you call it rhinoplasty?
You said what?
Why would they call it right? That was a troll who made the word.
Because you got a rhinoceros. That nigga got a rhinoceros now.
Yeah, it's like that's the nigga
he just
who was a
missing the
troll.
horn. That's all he's missing.
We're gonna call it rhinoplasty. There we go. Make fun of their asses.
I feel like I had a point to make, man. God damn it. Sit your
you been drinking again.
I'm drunk as fuck, dog. I'm actually starting to like mellow out a little bit. A woman, not a piece of meat. A woman, not a piece of meat.
A man, not a piece of meat either.
Yeah. But hold on though. We have reduced each other to sexual beings. Like men do get provided a lot of things from women, but the thing we value most is the fact that we can fuck on her.
But also, a lot of times, the thing they value most is the fucking meat on us.
True, because if your meat ain't acting right, they will discard your ass.
They will find new meat.
Let me get this
Go
real
find
quick.
new meat. Yep. There's more than one meat made, so they're gonna go search.
This is 3G's. Who am I speaking with?
This Zone. What's happening?
What's up, player?
Project State Learning Enterprise. I always say that, Rob, but I forget which one you went to.
Learning Enterprise, G.
Okay, yeah. So, man, I wanted to comment on, I guess what the questions you asked, man. Are we doomed? Can you throw me the alley-oop again? What's up?
So are black men expendable? Do black women need us? Do black children need black men? Does the world need black men? Or is there no value in black men in 2021?
Man, I'm going to answer it this way, right? So let's just snap our fingers and take them off the earth right now. What do you lose if you take all the black men off the earth?
Other than swag and dick, I can't give you no other answers.
Now, and how does the world turn without that? Because inside of that swag, you invent like rhythm, and black men are so creative. So you're gonna get rid of LeBron. He has no contribution to society. You're gonna get rid of the poets. Some of our inspirational speakers. You're gonna zap them off the earth. And then what do you have? Because I think without black men, the world really doesn't move forward. Any culture doesn't move forward. I think the world is really trying to emulate black men.
Do you think? Mine. Do you think that other cultures don't contribute anything? Do you think everything was created and started by black men?
Man, I wouldn't say that, but I'm gonna give black men credit for about 60% of evolution of mankind. I think, man, it's a book called American Capitalism, but it talked about how the slaves had to be innovative, right?
Of course.
And when they found out, when they had to keep meeting these quotas, right? So one thing that the oppression did was it allowed us to tap into our creativity without our conscience being involved. So let me give you an example. Most people are born right-handed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when the slave was under so much pressure to produce, right, they found the way to unlock their left hand. They found the way to be productive, and that's a mighty people. So they started to consider themselves a left-handed people. And if you look at, like, me and you from Milwaukee, if you look at the shit we have to endure day to day to try to be exceptional, to try to, I'm a felon. And for a felon, that's kind of hard to overcome. But I'm going to say, like, black men.
Me too, my nigga.
Don't ever let nobody tell you insignificant, because I think without you, the world wouldn't turn. And I'm going to say this.
Facts.
One thing that makes us even more exceptional is me and you are lighter-skinned black men. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, we just amazing, man. I'll just leave it there. What you got?
Now, I agree with what you're saying, but when all these questions came from the chick Cynthia G. Okay. Now, and my real answer was that everybody is expendable if you take only one portion of humans off the earth. So let's say we took all single bitches off the planet. The world will still move without them. If you took all white people off the planet, the Asians, Arabs, and blacks would still thrive without them. So everybody can be expendable if we just going to deal with just that question. But what I think the problem with that is this silly bitch thinks that if she sides with who she think is winning, that somehow they will accept her more. So I think her whole real argument, or these black women argument, is that let me go ahead and side with the winning class and shit on my own sons, my own men, my own fathers, to show that this dominant society that I'm with them and I'm ready to do what you need me to do. So I think this whole conversation is spawned by women who are fed up with not being able to control certain type of men,
Right.
and have no desire for men that they look at as corny or ugly. So now they have said, fuck black men. But I think when she asked the question, because this the problem, bro. This is why we did this conversation. She did a whole fucking live about this shit, and every man that called her, she chewed their ass up. They had no good debating skills. They could not argue with this bitch. Because I think that they didn't hear the question right. The bitch gave you a loaded question. The question in itself, the only accurate answer is yes, you can get rid of a certain group of people and everybody will figure out how to continue. But now after we said that, bitch, now let's talk about why you're saying that. Right. So that's where we at. So you was right. You made some good points about what would be missing out of the world, but those things are not the most valuable things. And we all, you know who Dr. Claude Anderson is, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And his book Powernomics, he talk about the socioeconomic class that blacks have been in since slavery. And he said we have not grown 0.5% since then. So even in his estimation, it's over for black folks. These are his words I'm quoting.
Yeah.
So if we take go ahead, bro. If we take the emotion out of the question, I think we got to really ask ourselves, is niggas dropping the ball that bad? Like, what the fuck going on? Go ahead.
Well, I think like you give black people too much credit and not the oppressor. Like imagine you being born into slavery without no rights, not even being considered a human. And you got to overcome that, and then only to run into a new problem, which is capitalism. So I always try to equate it to like monopoly. So right now we playing monopoly on the monopoly board without no money. One person, Jeff Bezos, is worth $200 and certain $1 billion. Black business in the United States total is worth 270, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard for you to compete with that. And then what you do when you try to target black men, hey, be quiet. When you try to target black men, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone, but when you try to target black men, you kind of excuse all of the things that they went through. Now, let's say we had an even playing field and we were able to keep everything that we created. Where would we be then? How would you talk about us then?
Wow, good point.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Good ass point.
Yeah.
But then this let me play Cynthia G real quick. She'll say, well, why the fuck didn't you keep what you created? Why the fuck didn't you boss up on these motherfuckers that took something you created? That's what she would say. So what would you say to that?
Well, you gotta tell that to the slave and tell me, like, how do you overcome a motherfucker like stripping you from your homeland, stripping you from your language, you know, like, and just boxing you in. Like, it's like what we do to animals. What kind of power does an animal have once you cage it?
Wow.
I don't give a fuck if you a lion, you an elephant. Once you, it's on your turf and you got control over his movement and what he does, what can he do? I don't give a fuck.
He can't do shit.
See, on her platform, he would have been cut off by now.
You've been captured.
Oh, they would have cut him off. Yep. They would have cut him off.
Hey, GMS said if you was calling in on her phone right now, she would have been hung up on your ass.
She would have cut him off, bro.
You coming up with some great points. See, people don't know what side of this shit I'm on. I'm just throwing random shit out there for the conversation.
I want to see how long the bitch hair is.
But you made a hell of a fucking point, bro.
Man, shit. Tell that lion, man, you a lion, man. You supposed to be able to break out the zoo.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lion, of course, but that you can't do nothing with that 3-inch glass or that 4-inch glass.
Hey, not only that, the lion should look back at her and say, "Bitch, won't you help me?"
Right.
Yeah.
Why you over there standing with the motherfucker that put me in here?
Yeah, but the one motherfucker you can really do, who got the keys to the cage? You know, and that's one thing like we as a people, we do a great job in giving them an out. But they cages on me. Like, I ain't gonna, our contributions on this land in America, like, we got some amazing contributions, but man, we've been plundered, homie. Like, How do you overcome redlining? That money is still in the system. You competing with people who were allowed to keep their wealth. We made the wealth like right now, bro.
Ooh.
You take niggas, you take niggas out the NBA, right? I'm gonna just use the NBA because that's kind of people's level where they think at.
That's a perfect example.
Or let them keep everything that they earn. People don't come to see no motherfucking owner. People don't come to see them. Why the fuck?
Nope.
And if they could keep that wealth, imagine what they can do to it. Imagine how that would flow into the community. And we can
bro, I want to go. I want to go back to redlining because I want to make the point that first of all, the whole monetary system is fixed and fake. So when it comes to redlining, any community that white people move into, they automatically triple the motherfucking value of the homes.
Yeah.
Every community that black people move into, they devalue the fucking home. It's the same exact home, same amount of wood, same amount of motherfucking square footage, but they devalue it for black men. But then a woman got the nerve to fix her mouth and say that y'all niggas can't compete. Bitch, the game fixed.
Man, I'm gonna say absolutely.
Harambe should still be alive too.
But you know, she hurt, man, and people that's hurt, man, say some, they go for broke with the motherfucking conversation. It gets views and clicks, and it gets people in their emotion. But you got to let her have that, man, and kind of reason with her from a logical standpoint. Like you got to come up with logic and facts and history and data and all that shit. But man, I'm gonna say to you, black man, it's 3 black men on the panel. Salute to all y'all, homie.
Same with you.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, bro.
Because I know what it's like to tread in this black skin. And I know damn well you one of the best men God ever created, dog. And with that, man, I'm gonna let y'all have a panel back, man. But thank you for accepting my call, man.
Nigga, you hit this shit all the nails got hit on the head. G, I'm glad you called, bro.
You killed it.
Good night, bro.
You too, bro.
You too, bro.
God damn, dog. That's what I'm see. Look,
that's the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm throwing shit out there. I'm trying to play devil advocate a little bit. I'm trying to be honest about things that I see and witness. But shit, this is a great conversation. I got a call. Hold on, G. I got a call. You on 3G's? Who am I speaking with?
Kim.
What's up, Kim? Welcome back.
Yeah, I've been trying to call all day.
Okay, well, please help us because it's good that a woman called. Tell us what you think about. Do you know Cynthia G?
Yeah, you don't know Cynthia G?
I just found out about her 2 days.
And you're a Corey Holcomb fan?
I found out about her 2 days ago.
Yeah, she was the woman he used to call the gooey raccoon.
Huh? That was Aries.
He ain't even talking about her. He talking about Aries Spears when he say gooey raccoon.
No, he was talking about her as well.
Oh, I was unfamiliar with that.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, because she used to say something about him, especially when he was going on that show.
Well, let me tell you what. I think she wrong. I think she's mistaken. I think she thought he was talking about her, but trust me, he ain't talking about her. We all know, all the fans of 5150 know he only talking about
the gooey raccoon is very specific. Very specific.
But tell me a little bit about her. Tell me what your opinion of her is, and you won't be judged for it. We just want to know.
I mean, I don't subscribe to, Dick's hating speech.
Okay.
I don't.
You love Dick too much. I respect that. Go ahead.
I don't subscribe to that. I think, with Cynthia, from my understanding, if you follow the manosphere, you will see like O'Shea has like pretty much broke down the fact that she had a baby with a guy who had no intentions on making her his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's hurt, and she's
oh,
more people and other.
Now we coming down to it.
And started getting with this. I'm gonna start catering to white men and talk about black men because that's gonna, I guess, get me a white man or whatever. But it's, to me, what I see, who got people who get in those type of relationships are like more on the fetish side.
Mm-hmm.
White men are attracted to Candace Owens types, not her. You got to speak a certain way too. You can't talk like Cynthia.
About are black men worthless? I don't think that at all.
Okay.
But I do think women do run circles around men when it comes to financially, because we are able to get out and make money, and we are the most sought after employee.
Hey, Mom, I'm doing a show right now.
Oh, okay. Just look at my text.
I will.
Especially black women have been the most sought after,
shout out Mom, bro.
help
Yeah.
since slavery. Black women have been more employed than black men throughout this whole situation.
Are you okay with the fact that black men were not able to be employed after slavery?
No, black men were employed after slavery. I mean, if you know about history, black men were in Congress and all of that. This is during the time where you had the Black Wall Street, but like the guy who called in prior,
I agree. Actually, go ahead.
when you have all these limitations, and the white man's fear of the black man, it makes it very hard. Like, my guy, he's an accountant. He has his MBA. His sister has a master's.
Uh-huh.
She's able to get higher paying jobs right off the rip. But now, granted, she has been in her field longer. But this is a man with an MBA. You should technically you should be getting, your first job should be about maybe 70.
That might be case by case, though.
No, it is case by case. Now, don't get me granted. Now, there are, it's always, better to, you having your networking skills and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. But not everybody's like that. And we're just going straight off of, equal, fair, square type stuff. No, women have a better chance of getting things and being more successful than men. Now, only person that can out Trump a woman is a black or white gay man. Now, if you're gay, you can be very successful. Very.
Okay, but
within especially within the corporate world, it's a difference. Like, when you're doing trades and stuff like that, when you're working for yourself. But if you're going in a corporate environment, because it's a non-threatening.
That's because that's what they cater to.
It's non-threatening.
All right, but let me ask you this, Kim, because this is, I think, the issue with it. Let's say that you're making a statement that there are women that have it easier in corporate America, and gay black men have it easier than straight black men. Mm-hmm. Okay, why would black women lose respect for black men if they know that they don't have the same fairness when it comes to getting these positions? Why would you hold that against your black counterpart instead of say, baby, I'm gonna respect you as much as if you made more than me, instead of try to belittle you because the white man gave me 10 more K a year?
To be honest with you, it comes back down to how you were raised.
So you're saying there are some women that still will respect a man even though he earns less?
Yes, a lot.
I agree.
Especially foreigners. The dynamic in the culture is completely different. You have women, I may make 10,000 more than you. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be the head of the household. Mm-hmm. Black women get into this very dominant and aggressive situation where is that they feel as though they make a fucking dollar more than you, then you ain't shit.
Exactly.
And then on top of it, like I said, how I feel about black women like to make their men their best friend. Your girl best friend is not going to be your man. Mm-hmm. And you can't make a man think like a woman. And that's the problem for women. Like me growing up, I was the only child. I don't have any brothers. So I've never really understand a man's experience besides the shit that you see on TV. So if you're a person who only sees which, been raised off TV, when it comes to the worldview of things, then you see black men as like y'all just do a lot of stupid ass shit that y'all could avoid and be better. But even if when you, especially now, when you get older and you start getting in the world and you see black men who have went to college and they're still not getting their just dues, or they have to be a complete, Sambo type person to, be successful. You see, like, no, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. You are going to be behind the eight ball all the time. I just think that black women have to, really understand and value black men for who they are and respect that.
I think we need y'all, and y'all need us. And some of those women that are frustrated, they
Facts.
got they got a lot of reasons to be frustrated. Of course, the same way there's a lot of men that are frustrated with the modern woman. But we all need each other.
Yes, I think we all need each other, but like you said, you have to take accountability of your actions.
I
I,
agree.
I, you cannot, and because I'm like, I am, more of a independent. I'm a registered independent, but I think more Republican because I don't really think that people who have children, more children on welfare should get more welfare benefits.
I agree with that too.
I don't think that because
Or I think that after a certain amount of kids, the government should have some say over what a person is doing if they're not showing that they can't provide for the first two or three.
yeah, and I don't think that. I think a lot of women have a lot of handicaps. When you have so many privileges and handicaps that make life easier for you, or make it to the point where you can just move her and throughout life without carefree, it does it makes it it just makes it very very hard. This is why Kevin Samuels is I think it's blowing up so well because it's like they really exposing that women are fucking delusional as hell.
Yep.
Like
Listen,
completely.
listen. I'm glad you said it because to me,
Yeah,
Cynthia G is on one end of the spectrum and Kevin Samuels is on the other. Kevin Samuels ain't right about everything, but he's exposing a lot of truths about women and how they choose men and choose their mates. Cynthia G, is wild as she be sounding to some of us men, she actually does have some fucking points. So I think that men need to work on the shit we know we need to work on. Women need to work on the shit that they know that they need to work on. But ultimately, black men and black women need to come together and love each other again, or it's gonna be a fucking problem going on in the future if this shit does not happen.
Oh, most definitely, it's definitely gonna be a problem. And like I was, a comment is like, women coddle boys so much that they make it very hard for them to live up to their potential.
Because they want to keep them in the house with them.
Yeah, they wanted to. It's like I was watching Lapisha and the Arab girl was like it's a form of child abuse. It is. If you want to be up under your son so much because you haven't found a man, and this is why I don't like older women who are single because they are very miserable ass people. It's like you have to sit here and let your kids go on and do their thing. And when it comes to women, like I said, you have to be accountable to your actions. Those are your choices. You only get one fuck up. If you have one shitty ass baby daddy, that's the only shitty ass baby daddy you better have.
I
hell yeah.
agree.
Facts.
Fact,
I agree.
facts.
I don't think you get to fucking continuously fuck up and think that somebody's gonna feel sorry for you because I don't. Like I'm a lot of people are like, oh, you're so mean, but I'm like, well, those are your choices. You made that. Like my life is not like that. I'm like, hey, it may just took me longer to find somebody or whatever. I may have had my children later. My last two later, but it's like I would never be a single mother. I would never sit there and have children with another man and be a single mother and be out here struggling and wondering what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like that's stupid. It's a stupid situation to put yourself in. Those are choices. I'm not one of those people. I am not capable of being by myself or taking care of my 3 children by myself, and I don't feel shame in it. My mother was married. She was married to my father, my stepfather. I know what a good man looks like. I know what men are capable of, and I love living in my feminine. I love being able to be submissive, do what I'm supposed to. No, I don't. It's not roses and like the best thing is to slice bread, but I know my role and what I got to do to maintain that my children are taken care of and they're able to take care of themselves.
I mean, look, Cam, you're right, but this how I feel about the kid piece, right? I think that every child you add to a family, you should have to provide financial documents saying that you make an extra 10 to 15,000 more per year for every child that you add. We got to show how much money we make to buy a house. We should have to show how much money we make to have these larger families. But I'm gonna ask you one question, and then I'm gonna let you go, Kim. And I'm not even gonna respond. I'm just gonna leave it out there for people to think about. As a woman, black woman, what are some things you would like to see black men do better at?
The things that I think, you know what, to be honest, the thing I would like to see black men do is live with their balls out.
Live with their balls out.
Live with your balls out. All right.
I would like.
Is she speaking literally or figuratively?
Hey, Kim, Pat G said, are you speaking literally or figuratively?
The niggas that walk around with their sacks just dangling outside and shit.
That black men need to start standing on their shit. If you feel this type of way, if this is what you want to do, if you a type of nigga who want 2 bitches, tell bitches this is what the fuck I want, and
say that on my mama. Be who the fuck you are.
Peace.
Yep.
I think black men really need to start standing on it and quit coddling and catering to women every need and every emotion just to get some pussy, because it's still your downfall at the end, because then now you didn't lie to this broad. Now she won't let you see your baby.
Talk that talk,
like,
Kim.
I really think that if you are really honest and forthright about who you are and what you want, women will fall in line. They will fall in line. But a lot of men, try to, I'm going game. I got this game. And like, game don't get you nothing. But on Snap or, on somebody's news channel or in somebody's jail cell. Like, nobody wants to sit here and be going through all of that. Just be truthful. Tell you straight up. If you just want to have sex with this woman, you don't want nothing else, be honest. Be straight.
Oh, God.
If she don't get down, she ain't the only bitch. Like, there's plenty of them out here.
Move the fuck on.
Women outrank men. A man can, for every one man, he can have 10 women.
He can have 10 women. I swear to God. It's
Look
true.
Here, Kim. Enough of this pimp shit. I'm gonna let you go. Apparently, you've been around some real solid niggas in your life, but I don't want to.
Apparently, she been watching Player for Life channel.
Hey, Kim on her shit,
But you made a great point. I think the reason why a lot of these women are bitter and pissed is because of the lies that's been told. So I'm glad you brought that up as your point. You got anything else you want to say, or a social media you want to shout out? Anything you want to shout out before I let you go?
I think the biggest issue that we have to do is just be honest with each other and create that family structure, regardless of what economic level you on. I think it's just being accountable and showing that you have standards and you have integrity, regardless of how much money you got. If you're living like that, nobody can sit here and say, oh, just because you a Pookie or a Ray Ray, that you ain't shit. Like, no, he's he doesn't make a lot of money, but he takes care of his kids. You don't get to disrespect somebody just because you feel as though you're better than them.
And I think that's more valuable than a man with a lot of money.
Man, listen.
A man with a lot of money requires a lot of things. I tell anybody, the woman who tried to, who eventually, took my baby daddy. I told her the same thing. It's like, you want him, but can you handle him? Because you don't know the true him. He's never shown you who he is. And a lot of women don't, get into a situation where they want a man, because he looks good, he got some money, but can you really handle who he is? And be cool with that.
Listen,
and not complain. And that's the biggest thing. Not complain.
Well, look, I can't argue with shit you said, especially at the end there. So, thank you, Kim, for calling in again. You always welcome to hit us up.
I need a red pop, baby.
Okay, have a good one, sis.
Give me that red pop over there. That red pop.
Hey, man.
Give me the red pop.
Damn, hold on real quick.
Is there somebody else?
No.
Oh, shit.
I must have accidentally called back. All right, look. I ain't going to take no more calls. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, let me do this. Hey, y'all, it's my wife's birthday, man. Can y'all please all give her $2 on Folks and Them?
Hey, shout out to wifey.
Amy. It's her birthday, y'all. Show love, break bread with my wifey, man. Y'all don't got to, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be nice. Looking at
you're just trying to make up for some of that the drink money you just spent. You think you slick?
No, man. Oh, my fault. I think IVR just tried to hit us. Try one more time. I'll take your card, and that's it, bro. What was I finna say, man?
Oh shit!
Thank y'all for the cash apps tonight. Black Man America, I Lacy, all of them.
Shout out to the chat, man.
Yeah, thank y'all for calling in,
shout
and having these good ass points. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take this last call.
I'll give money to non-blacks.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
Spirit send somebody to me, then I'm a nigga.
Hey, this was a good show, man. It was a lot to talk about, so.
You have no idea, bro. If you go watch Cynthia G last little video she did the other day, dog, it's a whole nother level, nigga. We barely scraped the surface of the shit that chick was talking about.
Black Light, that's the homie.
I'm gonna send you the link if you don't got it.
Yeah, send me the link. I'm gonna watch the video. What I ended up doing was I was watching you and GMS discussion, which hey man, y'all, I don't know how many times y'all gonna do that, but hey, that was a great show, bro. And y'all got deep off into it. So I didn't watch it because I'm like, what more could be said after that? But I'm gonna watch it. Actually, hey, that last caller, she basically exposed everything, man. I hope all the men out there heard that and realized that we gotta realize as a race of men that we are replaceable. Like she's saying all that stuff, but let's be real. If black men were in a power position, what other man on earth can outdo us? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
None.
You know that. The thing about it is, as always in the hood, we play sports. When you know you're going up against a weak team or somebody you don't respect what you do, I spot you points, nigga. Oh, well, we playing for 100? Nah, nigga, we playing for 500. Or you do the Uncle Phil, what happened to Uncle Phil, like, I really can't play like that.
The pool game. No bullshit.
No other nation on earth will run game on black men, though.
The Russian did whoop Apollo Creed ass though.
Said Apollo was shaking on the ground. He had Apollo twerking.
and the son whooped the Adonis ass too. Let's not forget, nigga.
That's hilarious.
Man. So it's like, I mean, and that's just being real. Like, but this, I will say this though. This is the first time in history as black people we've been able to have an opportunity to get on the levels of other people by monetizing YouTube videos, music. It's a lot of ways you can make money, more money than you could back in the day. But that's besides the point. Let me stick on the women aspect. We got to understand that our life as men is pretty disposable. Like, we think because a lot of us either grew up with our moms raising us solely, or our grandmas, or if we did have a dad, it was always another, woman, grandma, somebody around that taught you certain things. But what you fail to realize is that we were put on this earth to protect. Women was put on this earth to continue to race. If women couldn't have kids, would they be as valuable? No, because if you ain't got my kids, what else can you do? Oh yeah, we cool, everything great. You cook, you clean, this, that, and third. But it's a different level when it's like this is the mother of my child, and we get along. You know what I'm saying? When you choose the right one, just off the strength of how she raises your kid, if she's doing it the right way, you got way more loyalty to her, excuse me, than you would if she wasn't able to bear children. As men, we are supposed to provide, bro. So in any situation, and you know what though, I'm gonna say this for tomorrow. I'm gonna get at you, AP, because you said like you be sprinkling in a little stuff to let me know that you actually extremely intelligent. People don't understand like intelligence isn't
Don't say low. Hey, low key, you ain't a dumb motherfucker that you look like. Low key, you kind of smart.
No, but see, that's what pissed me off. You be see, that's that manipulation. Like you trying to play that junk down. I know you not. After you said that junk about Osiris,
yeah,
I'm like, nah. He
but bro, let's keep it real. Most people that are well read can easily go over the heads of their audience if they get to going into all that.
But you, GMS, Tag G, I know. But see, this is another thing though. I don't even know if you guys really was to take this program to the point of actually really schooling people. If it would, because you got to make your money, man. You got to, get a reach. I don't know if it would reach people like that because majority of society is dumb. That's why the government plays you. That's why everybody. Let me tell you something. We allegedly got I'm a quote up what I'm saying, but we have a huge thing going on in America. But for the first time in history, they're worried about saving black folks more than anybody else seem like to me every time I turn on my TV. Why is that? Y'all wasn't trying to save us when you was dropping guns and drugs off in the hood. But so I'm getting off point. Bottom line is this: as men, we're here to be protectors, and the bottom line is women are survivors. Like Ted DiBiase said, everybody got a price. A woman's price is being taken care of. So if you think your woman really love you and you hit a down spurt and she does not believe that you're gonna have the willpower to get back to where you were, she's gonna leave you off the strength of she's gonna have hella other options if she look good. Now, if she don't look good or whatever the case might be, it might take her a little longer, but best believe somebody gonna be like, girl, let me get you up off your knees. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. All this love stuff, there is no such thing as being in love, but there's a such thing as love. Like we have love for our children, we have love for our parents, but that's unconditional though. Like certain times your kids gonna fail you, certain times your parents gonna fail you, but you got unconditional love enough for a certain reason. That's the only love as men we need to look for. This being in love crap, bruh. Provide for your woman. Ain't nobody saying trick, but like old girl say, pimpin'. Stand on what you believe. Like Gorgeous Drake, Andre Taylor, the dude that was in American Pimp.
Yeah.
Like he put out a YouTube video this week going at Kevin Samuels, and what he said was 110% correct. High value man is not the nigga that make money because listen here. AP, you got old girl that was a stripper at 14. You think it wasn't other dudes that was providing her drugs or trying to provide her something that had more money?
The whole neighborhood was.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood.
It's the reason why, and it don't always come down to what you are particularly doing sexually. Now you can't be whack, but
oh no, G, it was all about the dope. I was in and out like a thief in the night. It was all about the dope.
No, I'm not talking about your situation.
Oh, okay.
Your situation.
Oh, my bad.
But see, you had a hold on.
This nigga talking about dope day.
We gotta have holes on our women. How do you get a good hold on your woman? Knowledge. If I put it to y'all like this.
Hey, go ahead, because I disagree. Go ahead.
Oh, you did? Oh no, I want to hear this. Go ahead.
All right, look. The average woman is only interested in how smart you are until they got you. Once they with you, they don't want to hear shit you talking about. And the only thing that's keeping them there is your ability to sexually satisfy them or for them to use you as a way to shun or shit on other women because look at my man, I got a man and he fine.
No, that ain't shit. I ain't saying knowledge like, 2 + 2, all that stuff. I'm saying a man that's intelligent, real well-read, and understands life. Your woman is going to think, well, I'm not going to think, it's going to be actual. Your woman will automatically put herself under you because she's looking at you like, wow, This is a man. He stand on his shit, unlike that whole ass nigga spill the beans. He told me what it was up front. He gives me knowledge about how things really go, and he stand on it. So me leaving him to go to another dude, I'm losing out.
Bro,
I swear to God, he right.
Let me disagree. Let me tell you why I disagree, bro.
He right, bro.
Because women, the same shit that women fall in love with a nigga for is the same shit that they shit on you for later. Like, so that same intelligence that you had that she was in love with initially, once she don't like you no more, like another nigga, one of her biggest complaints about you to the other nigga is gonna be like, that nigga always trying to preach. That nigga always trying to tell me some shit. That nigga always talking about some book shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I'm telling you, giving women too much credit. If your dick don't work, every amazing attribute that you had is no longer respected.
It's out the window.
Ask any old nigga on planet Earth. Don't ask me. Ask old niggas.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
Okay, my bad. I'm missing it. My bad.
I ain't saying, no, you cool, bro. I ain't saying like you. I ain't saying you can have trash sex and then think you gonna keep the woman.
Yeah.
As long, look, this is how I look at it. This is me personally. As long as I'm in her top 5, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be real, what it really is, if she squirt, you can't tell me nothing. Nothing at all.
I can tell you something. That bitch peed on you, G. Go ahead.
She actually did, but hey, what's the same color as pee? Champagne.
All right, shit, partner shit, yeah.
Hey, my man said pour it on me.
Good fucking point.
Pour it on me.
But,
nigga want champagne showers.
Man, on your show tomorrow we get deeper off too. But no, like,
yeah, we going in
with pimping. Like, I ain't saying beat the woman, nothing like that. But as long as, cause you gotta think, pimps sometimes be impregnating their own hoes.
A lot of times.
You can't tell me that she ain't, out of all the niggas she done fucked, you can't tell me she ain't ready to do it to put it down better than a pimp.
A pimp ain't interested in fucking this bitch right.
What is he interested in?
Her having control over her money and her fucking mind.
Now he does it in a more evil way, but how does he do that?
You think he doing it by leading her or guiding her? It's a lot of, you got to realize this, and a lot of niggas don't know this. This is the truth about pimps and hoes. Hoes that are hoes was gonna be a fucking hoe. They get they rocks off by being pimped on. They are, the pimp did not make a hoe, G.
That's right.
These bitches chose a lifestyle and they will pay any pimp that they feel like paying. It wasn't the miraculous game that a nigga came with.
Okay, so that was in the, you speaking about 90s hoes.
No, G. Today's hoes got more game than these niggas. These niggas are lucky to have hoes paying them. These hoes is looking at these, dog, these hoes is choosing niggas like, here, you cute. I'll let you look like a pimp for a little while. I'm going to put some money in your pocket and let you talk that shit. And when they feel like re-upping on another nigga, they do it. These young hoes got way more game than these niggas.
On these niggas, but on real niggas that know, look, and I don't want to say it's the game, but honestly, in this life, man, it is a game.
This nigga said pimps make hoes. That's a motherfucking lie.
That's a lie.
That's a motherfucking lie.
All pimps do is get them to live their truth.
Thank you. Good fucking, well put. These women had it in them already, and it might have been it took a nigga to nudge her to it, but you better believe she already wanted that.
And this is the saddest part about what we just said. All these women today are showing you that if you, they showing you by the OnlyFans accounts, by how they get niggas in the DMs.
Thank you, nigga.
They showing you that my generation.
You hear that, King Gatto? King Gatto, all due respect, my nigga. He just made a great fucking point, and I hope you heard it. Without no help of no nigga, as soon as these bitches had a platform to sell pussy, they ran their ass to the platform.
He said, we don't need you.
It ain't no nigga that turned these hoes out.
Pimps are expendable.
Ain't got no game. That's why every generation gets weaker, bro. If we brought back the dudes, the real men, like our grandfathers, our fathers, from the 40s all the way to the 60s to this day, to the day, our generation have a motherfucking problem, bro, because them was real men who stood on what they believed in, was willing to die, some of them
to die behind it.
Yep.
And women, and they had a take it or leave it attitude. Like old girls say, I want 3 chicks. If you want to be one, cool. If not, it's 7. Look, 4 billion other chicks. Like, I'm gonna find it. Oh, you gonna find it. OnlyFans just shows you gonna find it. Now, if you had that take it or leave it attitude, you understand. I hate to say the manosphere favorite word, but if you have a mindset and you understand, like, what one chick say no to, another one gonna say yes to, that chick that said no, especially with social media, once she starts seeing you living what you told her you was gonna do, she gonna come back to you, because these other whack niggas ain't what she want. She want a man like old girl say, is gonna live with his balls out. Hey, this is how it is. I care less about what you think. So with Cynthia G, and I'm wrapping up, with Cynthia G and all them was talking about, as men, we should not give a fuck. Worry about getting your paper together. Worry about getting your mind together, your knowledge, being a man, standing on something, finding something to die for and believe in, and you gonna get the women that rock with you, and then they just not gonna want to leave you, because these dudes out here, these simps, these OnlyFans patrons, bro, these hoes don't want them, dog. They don't want them. And yeah, I'll hit you up tomorrow, dog. I'm about to send you something to your Cash App. GMS, man, great show, dog. Hey, Pac G, low key.
Appreciate you, man.
You funny as hell, dog. Like, people don't give you respect on how funny you are, bro. But respect to all y'all, man. I'll get it y'all later, dog.
Hey, thank you, bro. Love.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, Pac G, I be re-listening to the shows and I be rolling with some of the shit you be shooting in there, dog. Because I be reading shit too. I be missing a lot of shit. Hey, thank you, Black Light Zen, for the super chat, bro.
Like, the way I come off just being me, nigga, shit, I just be funny.
Dog, it be hitting them. Dog, it be coming in so fucking funny, dog.
I got a good idea. We're gonna talk about it once we get off here.
All right, cool. We about to end the show because we went pretty long, man. Thank y'all for the support. This was a good conversation, man. That was a great show, man. For those that do, my fault. For those that do fuck with Player for Life, I normally do my call-in shows at 8:00 on Saturdays, but tomorrow, because me and wifey doing some more shit for her birthday, it's gonna be in the afternoon at 2 p.m. So Player for Life tomorrow at 2 p.m. We're gonna go into this Cynthia G shit some more, but more about the relationship aspect of it. So y'all fall through the Player for Life if y'all have it. Go to GMS show, the GMS show. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't already. And shit, at Pac G, no lie, DC the Truth, if you still here, he made a point in the chat a couple weeks ago that you should start your own fucking channel, G.
Yeah, I should.
We'll talk about it. Cause I think
I got a lot going on, dog. But
I know you do. I know, but look at it this way. Niggas be wanting more shit to do. They don't want to wait till Friday every fucking week. If they got more shit to watch, you know we all watching this shit. So we'll talk about it, though. I just wanted to bring that up. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace.